Hey y'all, and welcome to the Bold and Beautiful Chat. I apologize for not being here Wednesday, but I just was not feeling good. And then yesterday it was the O.J. Simpson parole hearing, or whatever that's called. And if you haven't kept up with that, he's going to be released real soon. So anyway, I'll get on with today. And Steffi confronts Quinn about her affair with Ridge, and Quinn is so sorry and wishes she could take it all back. And Wyatt comes in and asks what's wrong, and Wyatt wants to see Eric, but Steffi said that he doesn't live there anymore, and she just walks out. Wyatt asks Quinn what happened, and then Ridge says he lost Brooke and Eric. He's not going to lose Steffi also. He has got to get rid of Sheila. And the way he talks about Sheila and what kind of person she is really reminds me of how he used to talk about Quinn and what a terrible person she was. So, anyway, I just thought it was kind of a coincidence the way he felt about both women, or did feel about Quinn. And Sheila gives Eric his medication and tells him how betrayed he's been. And he says he doesn't need to be reminded, but Sheila still talks about it a little bit and just doesn't leave it alone. Wyatt drills Quinn, wanting to know what happened. Ridge said he and Quinn wanted to tell Eric in their own way. He told Brooke that. Sheila thought people would be there trying to save Eric, and Eric said Steffi is a woman of her word, and she wouldn't tell anybody where he was at. Sheila went to her motel room, and about the time she got there, Stephanie came knocking on Eric's door. Sheila watches and listens, and Steffi said that she just couldn't stay away from her granddad, and they hug. Quinn told Wyatt the part of her that can't be happy reared its ugly head, and her and Eric had some problems. And Wyatt said she and Eric need to sit down and talk. Brooke is upset that Eric is upset with her, and Ridge said he's upset with everyone, and he's upset with her because she didn't come to him and tell Eric what she knew was going on. And Ridge is going to find his dad and get Sheila away from him, and he calls Sheila a psycho. Eric doesn't want to see anybody. He was happy when Ridge and Quinn were getting close, and they were probably laughing at him behind his back, he thinks, but Steffi reassured him that that's not the case and that they both really do love him. And Eric asked if Steffi had seen Quinn, and she says yes, and that Quinn is terribly upset, and she's never stopped, Quinn has never stopped loving Eric. Quinn told Wyatt she doesn't know where Eric is, and then Ridge came by. Ridge is worried about Eric, and Ridge is worried about Eric, but Wyatt is worried about Eric, and Wyatt said that Eric accepted him when he married his mother, and so he's especially worried about him. And so Quinn asked Wyatt to leave. She said she's exhausted, and Ridge said if she needs anything, he'll be there to get it for her. So Wyatt leaves. And Sheila's standing there by her motel room window, just looking out and thinking, and she remembers when she and Eric got married. Eric can't get over that it was his son that betrayed him. He says this to Steffi. Steffi said Quinn and Ridge have regret and remorse. Eric needs time to think what's next, Eric said. Steffi still feels Quinn may be good for Eric, and she knows Eric still loves Quinn. Quinn is so scared if Eric is okay, especially not being able to see his face, she tells Ridge. Steffi wants Eric to get rid of Sheila, and he says, and she tells Eric that, and said that Sheila's past should be enough for Eric to remember and not want to let her back around him. Sheila knocks on Eric's door after Steffi leaves, and Eric answers. And she'd like to come in, and he says, okay. Eric said Steffi doesn't want Sheila anywhere near him, and Sheila said he needs someone to be there for him. Eric asks, what is the measuring stick for loyalty? And Sheila says it's being truthful. And Eric says that Sheila has been totally truthful and has fulfilled that. Sheila asks if she can have one thing for her loyalty in return from Eric. And it's like a ghost walking on my screen. Anyway, she asks if she can have one thing in return from Eric. And he says, what is it? And Sheila leans in and gives him a long kiss. And so that's the way today's show went. And I just don't know what to think. In a way, I feel like he's going to pretty soon go back and give Quinn another chance, or try to give her another chance at least. So that's the way it is today, and I hope that y'all have a great weekend. Again, I'm sorry about Wednesday, and just have a good, safe, fun-filled weekend, and hopefully I'll see you Monday. Bye-bye.